Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of KARLTON Says Live. We are here, and I'm excited because my old crony's back.
Yay.
Ariel Cheese, she's here. She's guest co-hosting with me today on KARLTON Says Live. How's everything been going, Cheese?
Wonderful, wonderful. Just kind of taking it easy. In fact, I have to go back to work next week.
Oh, okay.
It was nice. And now reality.
Reality hits. Well,
yeah, it does.
Yeah, good. Well, we're glad to have you back. Glad
to be
everything is going good with you and Avery and Ari and all the A's.
Right, all the A's. Dominating.
Well, let's go ahead and jump into some topics here in the entertainment world. Now, I've been meaning to talk about this for the last few weeks, and every time I want to talk about it, I get cut off because I don't have enough time. But for some of you who may not know, Brock Akil made the announcement that season 9 will be the last season of BET's The Game. Now, they ended season 7 this year. They're recording season 8 now. And then, like I said, then they'll do another season. So season 9. So they have 2 more.
Well, I feel like, that's probably a good thing then, because they're really going to stretch it out for these last 2.
Yeah.
Right.
At least they have warning. Most shows that we like and that we enjoy, they just end, and you just you have no resolution. The Moesha, I call it the Moesha complex, because you know what I'm saying, like Moesha just ended.
Right.
And so at least we won't have the Moesha situation with The Game.
Right.
Well, I mean, but it did happen with his predecessor.
Right.
Girlfriends just ended. It was just like. So Joan not getting no wedding, no?
What happened?
No.
What happened?
Yeah, so at least they have time to wrap things up. Yeah. They have 2 seasons actually, so they got a 2-season warning.
So that's why I'm like, they're gonna give plenty. They're gonna give us plenty in these 2 seasons that are left. So I think that'll be good. And The Game is running.
I feel like The Game has definitely run its course. I feel like it's kind of starting to run out. I think you mentioned it. Once they impregnated Tasha Mack, I was like,
they were stretching.
Yeah,
they were reaching.
That was a big reach.
So I'm really kind of curious again to see what 2 seasons has left, because I feel like you've already reached a whole lot. This kid's gonna be like 3.
That's true. I think they're gonna probably explore, especially with Kelly Pitts being back. I think they're gonna explore, because at the end of the season finale, of course, Jason and Chardonnay had their wedding. Jason admitted he still had feelings for Kelly, and then Chardonnay slapped him and then walked out.
Right.
So they're going to probably explore Jason probably trying to get Kelly back.
Right.
See if they can reconnect.
If he's trying to get her back.
True.
Right.
We never
gonna slip up.
Might have been. I don't. We don't know. I enjoyed season 7 just because I am a big Kelly Pitts fan, so I was really rooting for her to come back. So it was great. It was like nostalgia.
Yeah.
Yeah. This missing girl Melanie. That's all.
And I'm sure in 2 seasons, I'm sure we're gonna see her.
Well, I think we should.
Yeah, I would hope.
I think we should. I think we should, because The Game centered around Melanie and Derwin.
Right. That's where they were the base of it all, and everybody else was their friends and the people that were around them. Now they're gone, and we're looking at their lives.
Exactly. So I definitely think, if not season 8, definitely season 9.
Yeah.
Tia Mari Hardick and Pooch Hall should definitely make at least an appearance. I'm not saying they got to star in the season. It would be nice.
I'm looking for at least more than 1.
You want more than 1?
Well, yeah, it's 2 seasons left.
That's true.
That's a lot of time. And
but yeah,
it's ending.
Yeah, that's true. I guess looking at the spectrum of things, Tia has Instant Mom, so they just got renewed for season 3. Congratulations, Tia Mari, on that.
She wasn't doing nothing.
Huh?
I said she should have been on the show when she wasn't doing nothing.
What? Well, Tia's always been working though. Like even when she left The Game, she had a reality show with her sister Tamara.
That is right, because that did fall in shortly thereafter. That stayed on.
And then as soon as she left The Game, she actually started Instant Mom. So she's been working.
Well, dang.
Yeah, I don't think. And then Pooch, he is on Ray Donovan now, and they got picked up, I think, for a 3rd season.
He was on another show before that too.
Pooch has been working too. So I think, it's just. From my understanding, from what I read, they wanted Pooch and Tia to be on season 7, but the schedules didn't work out. I think they were trying to get them for the wedding episode with Jason.
So it wasn't necessarily like you're not paying us enough, we're not going to come back. It's just kind of more.
I think it was definitely a scheduling thing.
Well, then now that they know, they have plenty of warning in advance to know when the show is going to end.
I agree.
Which means they should be able to schedule in at least more than 1 appearance.
I agree. So that means Mara and the crew need to work with Tia and Pooch.
Right.
Then.
Please do.
I think the
Let's
fans
end it the right way.
The fans deserve it.
Right.
The fans are the people who brought it back for season 4, so I feel like the fans deserve a proper ending.
That's right. Don't go down bad finale history.
Agreed.
Please don't.
Definitely
Right.
agreed. Now, let's move on to something else as far as a new face has been the face of this week. There's a new face on the block. How you say her name? Renee what? Zellweger. She has a new face, apparently. And it's been the talk of the media for the past few days. And yeah definitely.
She looks different. I mean,
she looks unrecognizable to me. I didn't even know who that was.
I agree. And I mean, when I saw the picture yesterday, I was just like, oh, well, you know, like this, the clip, it was just like, man, that's her?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it. It was almost like when Jennifer Grey got her nose done from Dirty Dancing. You don't even recognize her now when you see her to know that that's what she was on.
Right. Or even Heidi Montag from The Hills.
Yeah. She's far too young for that. At least these were like, you know, older women and stuff.
But the point is, Heidi was still like, oh, who is that? Like, her face was like just done. Do you think that Renee made the right choice as far as her face is concerned?
I don't think that there's anything wrong with maybe if there's something about yourself that you want to fix that's minimal. I mean, I think we all can think of at least one thing if given the opportunity that we would take care of. I guess.
She trying to pick her words wisely here. I think I do agree with you. I feel like if you don't like something, you have the right and the ability to change it. Right. Definitely do that. Sometimes though, we take things to the extreme, and I just kind of feel, I don't know. I mean,
they woke her up. She always had that sleepy look in her eye, you know, like they were always kind of low and just kind of, you know.
So, but what happens when because you're going to get older, clearly. And so what happens when you get older and the wrinkles and the sagginess come again? You're going to just keep fixing it? I mean, but.
That's what they do.
When do you stop?
Well, that's a good
At the grave?
Think about it. I mean, realistically, think about it. If you've got the money to, and when it starts getting bad again, I mean,
But how about when it starts looking unrealistic? When I know you're 80, but you look like a ugly, pent up 30-year-old.
So some people know when to stop. Some people know when it's just time to let it go, and then there are the other people that don't, and we see those people. You know, I mean, there are people that have nothing wrong with them that want to look like something that have thousands of surgeries.
Yeah.
So it just depends. Some people, I think, like they say, have addictive personalities. Other people don't.
Yeah.
So if you have an addictive personality, you're probably going to keep on going.
Okay.
Striving for perfection.
Our little man here is, he's a little fussy.
He's trying not to. I don't hear him.
But the microphone picks it up, so I'm just like, I might as well acknowledge little man here, because he's like, I want some attention. As mommy attends to her baby right now. And that's perfect. The timer just went off. So
time for a video.
That means it's time for a video. Yes, that's right. There he is, guys. Look.
Can we see him?
Yeah, we can see him. We can
Hi,
see him.
Avery.
Look, Avery, look on camera. He look like, who are you with your black butt?
He can see black. That's good.
But that's right, Cheese. That's right. It's time for a video. As I told you, we're bringing back the whole pushing for our independent artists. We definitely want to continue to encourage you guys to do your thing, and we want to promote you here on KARLTON Says Live. So we're gonna throw back to another oldie, but definitely a goodie. My boy Danny Blaze. Definitely gonna check out his video. You've seen it before, but we're gonna see it again this week. So here it is, and we'll be right back.
I'm just a young nigga on the come up, tryna get my money right, so I hustle to the sun. I'm not willing to the beat with my hands in my pockets. Never lose grip with my hands on the pocket. I'm a boss nigga with a play, you can stop it. It's already nigga that I pay to have a problem. I'm riding top down stars in the distance. Strive for perfection, but money is the mission. Hustle on my mind and I dream with persistence till they come true, till my dreams to fruition. A wise man told me niggas wouldn't listen, so I had to show them through a blind man's vision. Had to make a bit of these metaphors I be spitting. It's not shit I be thinking while the 808s hit. I got my mind on a million. Silly if you don't feel me, I'm someone that you should really see. Now you don't really want a problem. My crew stay thick, like my first name Robin. We mobbing, bunch of bad boys like Robin. They popping through the hood, boy, we styling. Damn, we stay fly like Falcons. Feeling myself, no X like Malcolm. Leader of the new school, nigga, we out here. Looking for the move with my best foot out there. It's amazing what you can come from if you're hungry and you want one. money.
All right, we are back. KARLTON Says Live. That was Danny Blaze. Definitely, he actually has a new project that he's working on right now.
Oh, okay.
Unrivaled. I think I said it right. Dan, don't be mad at me if I said it wrong. I'm sorry, but I think it's Unrivaled. I think that's what it is. So definitely support him. Follow him on Facebook and on Twitter. I think he'll appreciate that. All right, Avery's here with us. He's joined us. He's just looking at me. So cute.
Yeah.
But we're gonna continue with our entertainment news here. Now we weren't throwing shade at Renee. I don't want you to think we were. Definitely no shade. But there was some shade thrown at Iggy Azalea. Basically there was a little internet beef between her and Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg put a picture on Instagram of an albino saying it was Iggy. Iggy fired back. People were saying, Iggy, you don't fire back at Uncle Snoop. But she was like, I don't care. I'm going to do it anyway. So there's a little beef. And then T.I. stepped in because T.I. is Iggy's manager.
Right.
T.I. stepped in. And then apparently not all is good. Snoop offered an apology to Iggy.
You know, T.I. is like a peacemaker. He probably went in there and told him, you know, I respect you, but come on, man. That's my artist. Don't be creating, you know. I mean, he probably broke it down real simple, like. And Snoop's probably like, you know, I was just joking, man. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have.
I feel like Snoop is too old for that.
I can agree to that, because you ought to know better.
First of all, it's a female.
Right.
You're real crazy beefing with a female on social media.
Could have got the other one that was it tiptoeing in my Jordan? What's his name? Riff Raff. Get on him. How about that? At
least come at another dude. You know what I'm saying? But then I don't know. It's just like everybody is just. And then again, I just think Snoop Dogg, you're like a legend. Mm-hmm. It's like when Drake and Common were beefing, and Drake had mentioned something about the guys are stooping down to our level or something. He said something like that.
You know, it was about a woman.
Yeah, but it's still the point. It's like you're a legend. You're Common, Snoop. You know, y'all are legend. LL Cool J. That's like LL Cool J trying to beef with Soulja Boy. I mean, that's
right. And I agree with that, because you guys are like the grown men compared to like the little kids.
I think so.
But just to I don't know. I mean, for Common and Drake, we know what that was about.
Right.
But for anybody else, like, what Snoop, what motivated you to want to, to even say that? And just say, that looks like her. Joke behind closed doors, but.
Yeah, but not on Instagram.
Right. She knows she needs a tan, and that's why she's sensitive.
I just don't understand why everybody's throwing so much shade at Iggy. I don't get it. I think Iggy's dope. I mean,
I don't have a problem with her. I mean, I downloaded her album. And
is it good?
I mean, I listened to it. There's some songs in there that ain't bad. So I'm not going to give her, now it's not in regular rotation, but, I'm not going to cross her all out.
Speaking of hip hop, did you watch the Hip Hop Awards? Me and Tamika talked about this last week.
Yeah.
You did? Neither one of us watched it.
Really?
What did you think? Well, first of all, I was at work, and again, I forgot about it. Mm-hmm. And I was like, and it's on my DVR still. I said I haven't watched it. Did Kendrick perform?
No.
Kendrick Lamar didn't perform?
No.
Did he do a cypher?
He might have, but I can't. I mean, it's been a couple of weeks now. I can't say yes or no to that, but I know he didn't perform. I didn't really have a problem with it. I mean, I can't really say I had a problem with it. I think it was put together, decently. It wasn't bad. Who was the host?
Snoop Dogg. That's why I brought it up.
He wanted to dance all the way through. Well, not all the way through, but there were like some performances and stuff where he, Snoop liked to dance. Okay. So he was on his side dancing. Remy Ma and some other guy did a cypher.
Papoose, her husband. Yeah,
wasn't bad.
Because she just got out of prison.
Yeah, right. Wasn't bad. She didn't look bad at all. So it's like, okay.
But she's another one allegedly has been throwing shade at Iggy.
She's trying to be relevant. She just got out of jail. So I mean, that's her motivation. But I can't really say anything bad about it. I mean, granted, I can't remember each performance. T.I. didn't do bad. He's always animated when he performs. Who got Dougie Fresh? He almost he is just awesome. He still got the moves. He don't look touched. Nothing like he just let himself age. But yeah, he got the lifetime, the big award for that.
Yeah.
Didn't do bad. Who else was on there?
Well, obviously, guys, Cheese is giving us the rundown because we couldn't give it to you last week because neither me or Tamika we was like, We didn't see it.
We missed it. Overall, it's not bad. If you can catch it on, like DVR when you look at it, it's not bad at all. I mean, it wasn't tactfully put together. There isn't anything that I can think of, that was just like, oh God, really?
Yeah.
Nothing really. So it was decent.
Okay, cool. Speaking of hip hop, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, that's what's airing currently on VH1. And I have to be honest, I kind of haven't really been keeping up with it. And I am caught up. Okay. But I'm not watching it from week to week like I did with Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Okay. And I'm gonna say why. I think for me, I think I've expressed this before. They added too many people to the mix, and it started with people I have no idea who they are, and neither do I care. Like this whole Molly Mall person. Oh, gosh. I'm like, who is that? Why do I care?
Extra. He's such a liar. That just goes to show how ladies look at that. You see that? They will tell you one thing tell you one thing and be telling her the same thing. Just lying.
Yeah, I saw Mondays because basically I guess he was sleeping with two girls. Well, he was broken up with one. the plastic looking chick, and then however she got curly hair, she's real extra, and then he was out of town or sleeping with this other chick. She's a model. And basically both girls have been going back and forth as far as who was telling the truth. And I guess the plastic looking chick finally realized that
he was lying.
And then they got into it and he left and all. Right. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. And I think for me, honestly, with reality TV, I've expressed this to you. I watch Hollywood Divas. Tried to watch it the other day. I wasn't interested. A lot of these reality shows now, to me, are just not authentic anymore. It's starting to become kind of like, okay, it's obvious you're doing this to become some type of relevancy. Right. Something.
It's not genuine.
Yeah, it's not.
Whereas it used to seem kind of raw, kind of real. Now it just seems like really.
And I'm a big hit. I'm still a fan of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I still think that's my favorite franchise.
I can agree.
But even I have to admit, even some scenes from this past season seem kind of like, really, really, like season.
That scene where the very first one of the first ones when what's her name? Shower
Mimi.
When she's like, you leaked the tape, it was just kind of like so cheesy.
Right. Yeah. Like season 1 of Hip Hop Atlanta was so raw and authentic, and I think that's why a lot of people flock to it. I mean, that's a shame to say because it's a crazy reality show, but it's the truth. A lot of people flock to it. It was because it was real. And I think people felt that, but now, especially with Jocelyn, you can tell that the fame has gotten to her head. Right. And so now she's doing extra just to keep that name. Yeah. And honestly, I was talking about with Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, I was saying how one of the chicks on there reminded me of Jocelyn. Because I'm like, she's acting like Jocelyn just to try to be all extra. And I can't think of who it is. She was like doing the mannerisms and everything. It might have been the plastic chick.
Yeah, it's probably her.
I think she was doing all this. And doing it was, and I was like, are you like? I think everybody sees who the star of a franchise. It's like people trying to be like Nene Leakes. Yeah. Clearly, she's the star of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So everybody wants that Nene Leakes effect. So I just kind of feel like things are kind of just with these reality shows. They're clearly not. They're even more clearly not reality. Right. Before we already knew, of course, some scenes were put together, but it's even more obvious now.
Yeah, it's just they're basically exploiting themselves just to the max now, as much as we can to make sure we get these ratings up. We want to stay relevant, to stay part of the show. You got to have a storyline. Yeah. Just all of that. I mean, and that's how it is. Like I missed Monday's episode, and I don't necessarily feel bad about missing. It's kind of like I'll catch it when I see it.
That's exactly how I feel now.
And if it's on and I'm watching television, then by all means, then I will cut it on and look at it. But if I not available to look at it, I'm not like, oh God, what happened? I just want to say this though. I did watch the first episode of the Hollywood
Divas.
And I just want to say I think Paula Jai Parker is like really crazy in saying that she thinks that she was blackballed because she married a production assistant. I didn't see that. That's her whole premise. She says that the reason why she wasn't able to like get work and stuff was because she married a production assistant. And
is this before or after the Wayans brothers?
This would basically be, I guess, maybe when we stopped seeing her because she didn't actually like give a show to say the timeline. But whenever she married Forrest, whom she's been married to for I think like 10 years, she says that's when the roles stopped. Hence why she wasn't able to make money. Why she ended up being homeless, living in the hotel.
Oh, wow.
Right, but which I just find that to be silly, though, because I don't think that your talent has anything to do whether or not you marry a production assistant or not. Kelly Rowland's career ain't suffering, and she married her manager. I guess it's not quite the same, but or even Candy, Candy from what you call
Candy
it?
Bird.
She married a production assistant, and she's not, she's flourishing still in itself. So I think that's a sorry excuse. Her and Forrest are hanging on it, and I'm like, damn, Forrest, what was you doing? Obviously, you're not a good production assistant if you let everybody get put out into a hotel. I mean, I know stuff happens. So don't get me wrong, but I mean. Clearly, she was the breadwinner. Forrest needs to tighten up.
Well, I didn't even know that. I just watched an episode, just happened to tune in. I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, we're gonna let little Avery here have a little break because he's getting a little fuzzy.
He's saying cut.
Right. But we're gonna jump to another video now. I know y'all think I'm showing favoritism, but I'm not. It's just that she's really awesome. My sister, Shoshana Wesby, also known as Passion. Now, we showed a video of hers last week. This week, now this is like one of a big fan favorite. A lot of people asked for this song, Lord, You Are My Shepherd. We actually have a live performance of it from the 11th Victory Productions party. So we're going to go to that and let y'all check it out. And we'll be right back after this.
in Psalms 23, it's basically saying, God, I won't lean to my own understanding, but in all my ways I will acknowledge you. For you are my shepherd, and I shall not want for anything, including direction. Amen? So y'all sing this last verse with me. Lord, you are my shepherd. Lord, you are my shepherd. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I shall not want. I shall not want. Y'all sing.
Alrighty, that was Passionate, Lord, You Are My Shepherd. You can definitely, I'm sure she has it on her Reverb Nation page, on her Facebook page, Twitter page. You guys can follow her on Instagram as well. I'm sure she would definitely appreciate that.
Definitely.
And if you are an independent artist, we definitely want to highlight you here on KARLTON Says Live. So definitely, shoot me a Facebook. I'm on Facebook, KARLTON with a K, Clay with a C. Shoot me a Facebook message. You can send me a tweet, KARLTON T Clay, or you can shoot me an Instagram message. We actually got some responses. I put it out, and a couple of people have sent some stuff. So I'm gonna check it out, and definitely maybe you'll be seen on KARLTON Says Live.
Awesome.
So we're definitely trying to do that more. I know we kind of got away from it, but I'm working on trying to push people, because there are a lot of times when you feel defeated,
Right.
because
right.
nobody's really trying to help you promote your work.
Exactly.
And I want you to know here, we support you. If you're doing something positive and you're pushing towards your dream, we want to help you in that effort.
Definitely. It's like one independent artist to another. So
Exactly.
I know you struggle. So yeah.
Oh, I definitely get it.
Exactly. So why not do it?
Exactly. Now, we're going to do things a little bit different next week. Next week, I'm going to be by myself as I discuss the top 10 television shows, what I think are the top 10 television shows this fall season. Do you have a top show? Scripted show. Let me reiterate, scripted.
American Horror Story.
Okay.
I know it just came on. We're only like 3 episodes in.
But
I
hear it's a great show.
That's one that's very few shows do I really look at. Like, I like television, but I can't say that there's a whole lot that I know, like, when exactly it comes on, besides, like, the Food Network, shows like that. But I can say that American Horror Story, I know, when it comes on, and I make sure that I keep up with it. Though I did miss this past episode yesterday. So I'm a week behind.
Okay.
But I have watched all of the seasons thus far.
Okay.
And one thing I actually watched on Netflix. I couldn't get through Scandal yet, but I was able to get through all of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we definitely want to hear from you. What do you think what is your top scripted show of the fall season so far? And we're gonna do a top 10 little countdown here next week. I'll probably go around and start asking people, what do you think is your favorite show? I think that would be cool to incorporate that.
Yeah, definitely.
So, thank you guys for joining us here on KARLTON Says Live. Thank you, Cheese, for coming back to guest star.
Awesome.
Like to have you every now and again.
Right. I appreciate being back. It's kind of like, I'm kind of at home.
Yes. And you're in my home.
Right.
Real home. And thank you, Lil Avery, for being our little special guest star today, man. And thank you for being here. Thank you guys for watching. And we will see y'all next week. Y'all have a blessed weekend, and y'all be safe. And we'll see you next time.